And start! I went to church, and now I'm back, and I'm gonna keep going, and my brother's playing piano in the next room, so you might hear a little bit of bone trousle over my lovely voice reading, which occasionally screws up words and burps a little bit because I was drinking a lot of water before I started. I don't remember if I've already read this, but I'll read it just in case. Yeah, it'd be better to stay away from him, especially since you've already got to know. I did read this already. What are you talking about? I only just met John today. Haha, yeah, right. I saw the way PBG was staring at you. He totally likes you. Of course he does. Really? Is that what you thought it was? Either I was blind, or she had a serious case of wishful thinking. Oh, totally. It was so cute. Just like my favorite manga. You meet in high school, fall in love, and then go off and fight aliens together. I don't think that's going to happen. Have some faith in yourself. That's totally what's happening. So, now that you're in good with PBG, can you introduce me to Jared? Oh, was that what she was getting at? A hot flash of doubt seized me. Was it possible that Mai only liked me because she thought I knew the normal boots guys? That couldn't be the case, though. She was so nice. Still, looking at her shining and eager face, I couldn't talk myself out of the idea. I actually thought PBG didn't like me. What? What? Why would you think that? He was glaring at me. Man, you just don't understand. It's a love triangle. A love triangle! Wait, a triangle now? I can see it. Stars practically erupted from her eyes. PBG! I can't! But Hana, I love you. But my maidenhood! Where are you going with this? I slammed my fork on the table. Mai looked pleased with herself. I don't have a fork. Do I? Sometimes I have food down here. I have a hairbrush. That's the fork. Oh, she did PBG too! I'm not gonna elaborate on that. She said the... Okay, I'm just kidding. You're really cute when you blush. You almost match your hair. That's not fair at all. I beg to differ. She's got red hair. Still, I searched my mind, eager to change the subject. That was an impressive scenario. What? No, it wasn't. I just made it up on the spot. Mai laughed nervously. Oh, so that girl who was talking to me when we got separated? Mai told the story of her past friendship with this girl like they were eternal arch-nemeses. Apparently they had some bad blood. I nodded, choosing to take time to relax. Before I knew it, we were finished eating. We got up and tossed our trays together as I headed out towards the door, though Mai hesitated. Hey, I forgot something back at the dorm. Oh, need help? No, I'm totally okay. I'm just gonna go get it. I'll see you later, though, right?
See you later.
Okay, see you in class. I waved, and Mai sprinted off in the direction of the dorms. Alone again, I crossed my eyes and headed back to cross my arms, not my eyes. Large groups of 7 or 8 people were laying out in the sun, playing catch and eating lunch out on the lawn. It looked like fun to have so many friends like that. I smiled. Maybe this new school really would be better than my last. Without students inside of it, Poppy Hall looked a bit like an abandoned hospital. My footsteps echoed as I climbed the stairs to the 4th floors. With a sigh, I opened up my locker and pulled out the book that Satch gave me. It was a good thing I brought it after all. See, I really thought that was when you talked to PBG. If you didn't bring it, maybe another cutscene would happen. Maybe. Oh no, this is what happens. You get to meet Shane. I stepped into the classroom and saw a flash of movement by the window. A boy sat on the windowsill, and he jerked up when I came in. He was silhouetted by the afternoon sunshine, so I couldn't quite tell who he was. Hello. I'm sorry, did I bother you? The boy stood and shook his head, then crossed to a desk on the opposite side of the room. As he passed, I was able to see him clearly. Another Normal Boots jacket? This guy... He was Shane from the Normal Boots Club. How on earth did this keep happening to me? Shane sat down at his desk, fidgeting with his hands a little, then turned to look at me. You're He has a British accent, but I'm not even going to try, because it always comes out Australian, because guess what? I have Australian neighbors! My best friend was born in Canada, but just because they barely moved there when she was born. So, excuse me, I can't do an English accent because I have an Australian one permanently etched in my brain. Forgive me for that. Sorry, I've gotten a lot of flack for that over the years. It's nice to meet you. He nodded. Shane. Silence filled the space between us. Panic built up inside me. This was my chance to get in with the Normal Boots Club, and I was blowing it. I walked to my desk and sat down, setting the book on top of it. Shane looked at me unsmiling. You're part of the Normal Boots Club? Yes, I am. Why? He spoke as if it were a challenge, almost glaring at me. I just saw your jacket, so... I trailed off. The jackets are really cool. Okay. Yes, they are. Silence again. He seemed skeptical, as if he expected me to crawl out of my skin and reveal myself to be a large amphibious reptile. I had to do something. Who knew when another chance like this would come? But Shane didn't seem friendly. In fact, he seemed downright suspicious. Surely he wasn't on to me already. Maybe it was better not to risk it. Guys! I really don't think this is going to affect our PBG run. I don't want to talk to him. I think he'd get mad at me. I gave him space last time and it didn't work out too badly for me, so I'm just gonna do it again. And we'll talk to him another day. I chewed my lip and opened up my book, finding the page I ended on the night before. See, I'm pretty much blind here. I've only played it through once and I got the bad ending, so I have no idea what I'm doing. ... He wasn't looking away. I stared at the page of my book, rereading the same sentence without grasping any of what it said. Finally, a small group of girls entered the classroom and Shane looked away. The atmosphere was broken. I heaved a sigh of relief. What was up with these Normal Boots guys? John was really nice when I spoke with him, but PBG and Shane seemed to hate me. They were anything but normal. Well, see, their boots are normal. Like, they aren't normal. It's the boots, all their normalness was compressed into their boots. But when the bell rang and Ms. Shizuka started teaching, I still hadn't come. Uh-oh. Class came and went, the bell rang, and I was alone. PBG stared at me for the entirety of the class period, his face growing more and more menacing by the minute. How his face wasn't stuck in a permafrown, I would never know. Shane and John didn't bother talking to me as they left the classroom, and the other students paired up around me. Hey, Mimi, would you like to engage in a casual discourse this evening? Yeah, of course. But why are you talking like that? 'Cause she's weird, that's why. I stuffed my book into my backpack and headed to the dorm. With a sigh, I unlocked the door to my dorm room. As soon as the door opened, I heard... Hana! I don't think I can do it better than she did. Wait, what? And I lay in a heap on the floor. I'm so glad you're back! She wrapped her arms around my head and nuzzled me. What are you doing? Come, look! She got off me and helped me to my feet. Without Maya's face filling my vision, I saw that something had changed. Oh my goodness! The dorm room looked nothing like what it had been before. The posters and fairy lights were still up, but now the window had light pink curtains on it that cast a warm haze around the room. A brand new white carpet was on the floor. Pillows were piled high in a mountain on the top bunk of the bunk bed. Even our chairs had been replaced with new cushy leather ones. What happened here? Sorry I didn't tell you, but I wanted to surprise you. I thought this was coming yesterday, but it was delayed by a day. I wanted to set it up to be a big surprise. I'm still not done yet, though. She gestured to some small potted plants arranged in neat... Okay, so first of all, how is she not, like... Do they not do truancy? Like, she was not in school. Like, is she not going to get into trouble for that? Is that how Japanese schools are? You can just choose whether you want to show up? Because that's fantastic. I want to go to that school. Because I'm a good student. I would, like, actually be responsible with that. Want to help? Yeah. Do I ever? Like, do they literally not take attendance? We finished setting up the setting the room up, switching a few objects here and there in order to better facilitate the feng shui, which Mai told me was excruciatingly important. I actually know a little bit about that, but like, I didn't remember a whole lot of it. Like, I know a little bit about it, but I don't like know it. She especially wanted to make sure our room was filled with reds and pinks and coupled items, though for what purpose I wasn't sure. It's something about the type of energy she wants flowing through. We collapsed with heavy sighs on the floor, then heaved great big yawns. It's not even the end of the day yet, and I'm so tired. Me too. Wait! She shot up suddenly with a jolt. We should get some ice cream!
Really?
Ice cream? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah! Something to celebrate being roommates. The ice cream here on campus is genuinely good, I promise. I don't know. And I'm paying. So if you're actually going to make this a dub, better make some good lines. Well, if that's the case, you made an offer I can't refuse. Sweet, let's go. I don't know how you'd even do that. You couldn't make it playable, probably. The school shop was in a side building of the cafeteria, packed with instant noodles and giant bottles of soda. Students wandered the aisles aimlessly, clearly here more to spend time than money. Mai paid the cashier, and because students don't have any money. And we grabbed our ice cream cones, mine the one covered in sprinkles. Whoa, this is delicious! Yeah. Isn't it? We're lucky to have such good food on campus. This place would be awful if we didn't. I nodded and was about to respond when I noticed a commotion outside. Ooh, let's see what's going on. Mai grabbed my arm and dragged me outside. There, 3 boys were wearing normal boots jackets and were shouting at each other, each of their faces turning purple. This again. What are you talking about? I am clearly the one. Okay, I watched a little bit continue. Didn't like them. Don't know how their voices go. I'll just read. I am clearly the one who possesses the proper masculine form. No one cares. Yeah, right. I'm taller than you and more attractive to boot. Come on, guys. Can you not see these muscles? Nick pulled back the sleeve of his jacket and flexed his arm. These guys always go on about weird stuff like this. They're very energetic. Oh, yeah? Josh got into the downward-facing dog yoga position and grinned. He should have done Sacred Cow. Look at this butt. Just look at it. What I don't understand is why they don't just ask Jared. Oh, yeah? Paul kneeled low to the ground, then took off at a sprint, heading straight for us. Check this out. He sprang into the air in a graceful ballerina's leap, spinning through the sky, and finally came straight for me. Boom! When I opened my eyes, I was... oh, it's late. I'm gonna pause here. Pause!